Angry guy here, and Filipinos are lashing out at Western women attacking passport bros. Do you guys deserve the full intro today or the shorter version? You're getting the shorter version. Filipinos are lashing out at Western women attacking passport bros. As I said, this is a continuous back and forth now. These women have, especially black and white women in America, have launched a war against these poor ladies in the Philippines, saying that they can't speak English, they're uneducated, and that they're only doing this because they're poor, marrying these men because they're poor. And these women are responding. And here we have a video from Dondo, from Dodo Reactions. And it's titled "Filipinos Shut Down American Women Over Passport Bros." We're gonna go ahead and jump into this quickly.
Children, I want to be a dad, so I'll give you everything if you give me everything. Couldn't even get to that point, but I could have that conversation with a woman in the Philippines, like I had with Jayan, and she would say, "Okay, tell me more."
I'll give you everything. So in the United States, this man literally said that he'll tell a woman, "I will give you everything I have if if you'll give me everything, if you'll give me a child, if you'll start a home with me." And you can't even have those conversations with a woman in the West. They'll shut you down right away. But then you go to the Philippines, and a Filipino will sit down and she will listen to you.
More.
It's the hottest buzzword in American dating and marriage culture right now. In this video, you'll hear the truth about passport bros from all the relevant sides, directly from the horse's own mouth. And also, I will show you why some American women are especially triggered by this trend and what exactly are the arguments. But first off, what is a passport bro and why are bros taking up their passport in the first place?
Put it simply, a passport bro is a term used to describe a Western man who leaves their country in order to find a woman from a non-Western country. There's many reasons they do this. Some can't find a partner in their own countries, some are seeking more traditional relationships, and some just have a preference for foreign women. It's a controversial topic because a lot of Western women believe that it's exploitation. Now, exploitation does happen, but this is a bad overgeneralization. And the reason it's bad is because it insinuates that all women from these countries are either desperate, uneducated, or deceitful, which is just not true.
So how do American women feel about these passport bros? Well, they are coming in with some heat, but it looks like passport bros and their foreign women are ready for them. This is very interesting.
When you pay attention to the passport bros, like they're getting women from like the DR, Colombia,
Yes.
The Philippines, Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education, women that
need this, women that need
women
them.
are raised to be wives.
So let me correct this. The Philippines ranked 18 out of 112 countries in the world in English proficiency. So yes, they are.
The Philippines ranks number 18 in English proficiency out of over 100 countries in the world. 18 in English proficiency. 92% of the people in the Philippines speak English. 92%.
Pretty good when it comes to English.
Why do you think so many men are traveling overseas to find wives in other countries?
Men are traveling overseas to find wives. Why? I'm right here. I'm single.
No,
Why? I want to be married.
Right, but I'm saying, do you typically see women traveling overseas
If
to find
men are
husbands?
traveling overseas to countries that have less money and less education, it's because they want a woman who is dependent on them for their livelihood, for their resources, to have a good life. And I don't think that is a good thing.
A lot of the men I know that go overseas to find wives are
these women don't even know any men going overseas. They're talking shit right now because they're scared. All the men that that were once an option for these women, are gone, because a lot of these women, they go through their hoe phase. That's exactly what it's called. It's called their hoe phase. They fuck around, they run around, and then they decide that now they want to settle down. And men don't want to settle down with this. Men don't want to settle. Nope. Men don't want to settle down with these women. They don't want to have children with these women. They don't have anything. These women are miserable because these women demand. They want guys with at least 6 figures, at least 6 feet tall, and all kinds of other shit. Like, seriously, what they're really saying is they want NBA players. They want athletes. Like, I'm just being really cool, like, honest about it. Like, all of these white girls, black, whatever, all of them are saying the same shit. They want men who make, some of them $1 million a year. You've got to be at least 6'3". You've got to be ripped. You've got to be this. Let me ask y'all something real quickly. if you really look at the kinds of men that fit that demographic, those are basically like all the top athletes in America. Those are fucking NBA players. Those are NBA players. I don't even want to say NFL players, because a lot of NFL players are not even 6 feet. A lot of NFL players are not even 6 feet tall. All right, these women are looking for NBA players. NBA, 100% NBA players.
They're not great dudes.
Can you be more specific?
Yeah, they're pervy.
Only men who like to go overseas to find a partner is men who like to prey on vulnerable women.
So what they're trying to say is that these men are sex traffickers. They're trying to make these men out to be, they like trying to say that they're looking for underage, that they're looking for underage spouses, that they're involved in terrible behavior. This is what they're trying. They're trying to shame these men. They're trying to invalidate these men, and they're trying to destroy the names of these men and of the movement, so that people will start to say, "Oh, that's the group of men that are going over to Asia to look for children," and that's absolutely not true. But that's what these women are trying to do. They're trying to destroy it by slandering it. They're trying to use slander to destroy these men, to destroy the passport movement.
Because when you go find a wife in the Philippines or Thailand or Eastern Europe or wherever these places are that are overseas, I'm assuming you mean they're more biddable, that they're less outspoken, they don't demand anything of you, that they're just happy to be rescued from their poverty-stricken life of no opportunity.
What do you mean by that? And have spoken. They coming at this lady hard for doing this video. Think she down in passport, bro?
Now look at this, guys. Look at this. There's a comment on here from Angel Beth 4411 responding to this woman. Heal, my dear. A queen doesn't break another queen's crown. I better be happy for them and celebrate.
Bro, they came at her instead. Look at all these Filipinas. Heal, my dear. A queen doesn't break another queen's crown. I'd be happy for them and celebrate. They don't like that this lady made this video about us passport blue book gentlemen. Another comment. Jealousy and bitterness is in her. It's so obvious.
We don't talk enough about how passport bros are just predators.
I'm not a predator if I sleep with women in America, but if I sleep with women outside of America, I'm a predator. Got you. Guess that means you should stop sleeping with people in different states too, right? You live in Florida. Don't sleep with somebody in Chicago. You're a predator. Logic.
So how do these foreign women feel about this trend? Well, it looks like they love it, and they are actually welcoming passport pros and aggressively defending them online. It's crazy.
First, it's none of your business. Second, it's their money. It's their life. And it's not foreign women's fault if American men fall for them instead of you. You must.
Men are tired. Men are tired of the nonsense. Men are tired of the bullshit. Men are tired of the games. They don't want any more of it. Men are literally walking away from all of it. They're going overseas to go find some peace, find some quiet, start a family, and live a simple life. Because that's what men are desperate for today. Men are desperate for some peace and to live a simple life. They just want to have a family, and that's it. They don't want any more bullshit.
Must understand, like us Filipino, we are naturally sweet and naturally compassion. Doesn't matter if you are our boyfriend, husband, or lover. If you are just our friend or cousin or whatever, neighbor, we are naturally like that.
It's so hard. It's crazy because, these women are just absolute devils. These Western women are just devils, and it's like they seem to think that they can go anywhere. They think they can go anywhere and say anything. They can disrespect anyone, and they can get away with it. They think that there are no consequences. They think that everyone's just going to bend to their will, and they don't realize that these women can speak English. These women are going to clap back at them, and they're going to let them know what's up.
Okay, and that's what they like about us, because we are just sweet. We're very personable, understanding, caring. It's not because we are submissive. We're not submissive. You ask my husband that, he will tell you I'm not submissive. We are just naturally family-oriented people, that's all. And you can't deny the fact here in the United States, it's not like that anymore.
Dear passport boys, dear passport bros, stop.
So that's Helga right here. Helga really, she really pushed this thing into overdrive. Like, I mean, she literally started calling American women hyenas. Like, she's like, these women are hyenas. You know, they're ungrateful. They don't deserve y'all. They don't deserve y'all. But we're gonna take y'all, or we're gonna have a good time with y'all. And that's pretty much been the message. That's pretty much been the message. And you know, I don't see it changing. I really don't see it changing. Like, these women are making it very clear that, you know, they're making a move and they're taking these American men, and there's nothing that American women can do about it.
Calling yourself passport boys and passport bros. Are you going to the Philippines?
Don't call yourself passport bros or passport boys. Call yourself passport kings. Call yourself kings. See, because I'm telling y'all, like, you have to understand this. These men are going to the Philippines to get married, not to play games, not to go jerk, you know, not to do nonsense. They are going there to get married, to find wives and start families. Those are the kinds of men that traditionally women were looking for. There is something wrong with American women. Basically, they put these men on the back burner and they think they're going to go and pick them up when they feel like it. Nope.
So look for a Filipina queen or what? So stop calling yourself passport boys and passport bros. Start calling yourself passport kings. That's right. You are a passport kings.
And I've had good relationships in my life, but I have never felt like a king or got true king treatment until I went out of this country.
Facts.
Where you're praised, especially as a black man, and one, I'm from America, and two, I'm black.
For being you, right.
It's like the world is yours whenever you leave this country.
Listen, I've traveled over 12 countries. He's absolutely correct. Case in point, he's in Thailand.
Well, I'm okay, thank you.
And one of the 12 countries that I've been to is Thailand. And what you just saw is absolutely facts. Passport boys, we up.
Women of Korea, the passport bros have arrived in Korea, bro. Oh, shit. I thought South Korea was safe from passport bros. But they're here. I just saw a TikTok. It's a passport bro. Please be careful if you see an aging white dude who's balding.
American men, most of them are global 8s, 9s, 10s. On a global scale, they are the top. If you make more than 30...
American men globally are 8, 9s, and 10s. So what women are calling 0s, 1s, and 2s globally are 8, 9s, and 10s. This is absolutely correct. American men tend to be, actually taller than the average men in other countries, a lot of other countries, especially in Asia and South America, okay? American men tend to make significantly more money than men in other countries, or like up to 10 times more, where like you'll go to a country in Asia or in South America, and the average wage that these people are pulling in, it's like $3,600 a year or less. And the average man in America is making 10 times that. Now imagine bringing that kind of money to Asia, and now you're seeing like something different. And not only that, over in these countries, a lot of those men, they have multiple wives. Like when I say multiple wives, more like multiple families. Like a lot of these foreign guys, they have multiple families. Like they'll have a child with this woman and that woman and that woman. They're not very loyal. American men will go over there. They'll take one of these women. They'll get her a house, they'll set her up, they'll take care of her, they'll interact with the kids, and they're not going to go out there and be out in the streets. You know, they're actually serious. You know, and it's just, and they're grateful to have a woman who cooks and cleans for them. You know, in a lot of these countries, a woman, you know, the men living in these countries don't even value the woman. They're like, they think that cooking and cleaning is something that just, you know, it's just second. It's like something they have to do. They don't even value these things. You know, they don't even value the cooking. They don't value the cleaning. They don't value the relationship. You know, men in America, though, are very, very grateful for a woman who cooks for them, for a woman who cleans for them, a woman who washes their clothing, a woman who takes care of the house, a woman who wants to have children, a woman who takes care of the children, a woman who is feminine, you know, who is feminine. Men are grateful for these things, and that inspires them to only want to work harder so they can protect and maintain what they have.
$1,000 a year, you're in the top 1% of the world. Most American men, just on that one metric, are literally more attractive, again, just based on money. So it's not easy, it's normal. This is normal.
Yeah.
Walking around and seeing no fat women, it's only in America where everyone's fat and all the girls have to compete with nobody, and they have access to the top men of the planet. As a man, there is no worse place to be than America.
Problem with passport bros.
So I was thinking about this. Why do they care? Why do they care that men are going their own way and finding women in foreign countries? Why are they so upset? Why do they call them dusty and useless and then get mad that they're leaving? They don't want them, but they don't want them to leave. And why are they making these videos? To tell us how they don't care. And it finally struck me. The video is not for the passport boys. The videos are for their orbiters, the friend zone men.
They're scared of losing these men. By the way, guys, if you're enjoying this video, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Turn on notifications. Never miss another video ever again. And keep on keeping on, guys. This is what's going on. All right, they're trying to keep their slaves on the plantation.
And they want to make sure they don't get this idea in their head that they can go somewhere else, that there are other women available to them if they just leave the country. They need these men to stay in their orbit, to keep validating them. That is what they're terrified, is they will lose the influence they have amongst the few men who still put up with.
My take on passport bros as an American who's lived in the Philippines for 2 years is that,
yeah, I mean, a lot of, again, it's just these, it's a lot of these women, they know their time is running out. You know, their plan B guys are now picking up, and you know they've become wise to the game, and they're picking up and taking off. They're like, yeah, thanks for no thanks. We're getting the fuck out of here, and it's scaring the hell out of these women.
most Filipino women who are dating foreigners, they know English very well. They're smart. They're not uneducated. They definitely know what's going to happen and what's going on, and they know the expectations of what a possible marriage might entail. The part where I get a little worried is I've seen a lot of passport bros be, first of all, predators as young as 13 years old. And second of all, they seem very, very hurt and just like really jaded towards American women and kind of controlling and just really aggressive. So that would be something to consider as well if you want that type of personality as a partner. And also when people move to the US, you know, they have a foreign spouse. Sometimes, not always, sometimes that foreign spouse is isolated, doesn't have very good connections. So if anything were to be bad or if they would need any help, I'm just worried that some people might not have the resources to get the appropriate help or support or community they need. But I don't care who you guys marry, if it's a foreigner or not. Obviously, I'm married to a foreigner myself. But I think there are just some parts to be cautious about. And then also just remember, a lot of American women have had really bad experiences with men. So when they see like that kind of rough personality go,
you know, I mean, like she makes herself sound sweet at first, and then she goes on the attack. Like it's just like putting men down. Like these women are. It's like she basically tries to like say, tries to like not take the smoke from the Filipinas, but then she immediately goes after the men and starts saying that some of these men are predators as young as 13 years old. Like, did I just hear that right? As young, she's like, oh, they're as young as 13 years old. They're predators. Like guys, I'm telling y'all, stay the fuck away from Western women. Stay away from black women. Stay away from white women. They mean us no good, fellas. These women mean us no good. They want to destroy us. Listen to me. I read something in the comments recently. I never understood this concept. I didn't understand this concept. Someone said, black women want to replace white women, and that's exactly what it is. These bitches are fighting for privilege. They're fighting for power and influence, just like Andrew Tate said. All right? It's not this unholy union between them. It's really about power. It's all about power.
going to another country and having women there, they might just be a little upset or triggered because they don't want women to experience things that they have also experienced. So that's my take.
In China, if you're a woman, single, and over 30, you are called 剩女, which means leftover woman in Mandarin.
Leftover woman. That's right, sweetie. Leftover woman. And that's not a good term. That's not a good term, all right? See, a lot of American women, they're on this whole bullshit right here. I want you to understand that they can be called leftover very, very easily. All right? Very, very easily.
In Cantonese, you are called 羅底橙, 賣剩蔗, and 攝做辣, which means orange at the bottom of the basket, the sugar cane that didn't get sold, and the thing used for filling the gap of the stove. But if you're a man, single, and over 30, you are called 钻石王老五, which means a diamond bachelor in Mandarin.
Diamond Bachelor. Diamond Bachelor. So guys, that's the video. Does that shock you? Are you surprised? Do you realize that the passport kings, passport bros, passport kings, whatever you want to call us, are really winning? You know, we're winning, and you can't stop, won't stop. Filipinos are lashing out at Western women attacking passport bros, and they're going to keep on lashing out because these women have no manners, and they have to be taught how to be respectful again. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. If you like the video, share the video, and just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.